The Kahoot is making noises already, guys. So you guys can like look at your charts and you can already see what the first column is, which is this speaker. Does anyone have an idea of what the speaker is in an article?
The person reading it?
Yes, exactly. So it's going to be the person who is making the claim. So an example of that would be someone who is like giving a speech or making a presentation or a witness to a crime even. And then our next column is the purpose. Can somebody give me an idea of what they think the purpose is? If you couldn't use that word, what other word would you use?
Motivation.
Motivation, that's great. Anybody else?
Reason.
Reason, wonderful. Okay, so what was it?
Main idea.
Yeah, great. So it's why they said what they said. And so when we do our activity later, make sure you guys are looking for verbs and infinitives when we're talking about the purpose. And then an example of that would be if someone committed a crime and he said it was an accident, that would be to protect yourself, right? Okay. And then can somebody tell me what the third column is on their charts?
Diction.
Diction, wonderful. And then do you guys remember what phrase is interchangeable with diction? Or do you have an idea of what diction is?
The way you talk or write something.
Yeah, so it's gonna be our word choice, right guys? So it's what they called it. And so if the news notices something happening a lot, they're gonna call it a trend to gather attention so that people are like, oh, this is happening frequently, right? And then our consequences. So I want you guys to remember consequences with the word connotation. So it's going to be how the word choice frames the situation and achieves the outcome, okay? So does anyone know what connotation is? Have an idea? Yeah, Natalie?
I guess the meaning a word has outside of like just the written meaning, like implied meaning.
Exactly. So if I say Miss Edwards beamed, what would be something that like makes her beam, or what does that make you feel when you hear that word?
If she was proud or happy.
Proud or happy, right? Someone else? And if I said she smirked, what connotation does that have in your brain? Can someone from this table answer? Like when you hear like, ooh, he smirked, what do you think?
Half of y'all are smirking right now.
Yeah, exactly. Anybody? Does anyone have an idea? You can phone a friend from another table.
Sly.
Sly, that's great. It's like sneaky, right? But all of that falls under the word smile. So if I say I smiled, it's normally got a positive connotation, but it can be taken multiple different ways. So, and then how we're going to talk about how that applies to pathos, ethos, and logos. So with ethos, it appeals to what?
Ethos is credibility.
Exactly. So is what the person experiencing, is it credible? Have we noticed that?
It's the ethics.
Exactly. And then the pathos, it's your emotions. So what is a word that evokes like a deep emotion in you guys? Like if you hear it, you're like, it's gonna be like in the documentary, when we hear the people like maybe using like profanity, that evokes a deeper emotion in all of us, right? Because it's a more powerful word. And then for your logo.
Remember, you guys remember howdy? And normal?
Yeah.
Homicide, right? Like words that were really charged.
Emmett Till.
Those are ones we're gonna want to look at.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So logos is like, is it clear? Does what they say make sense? If I mean Mrs. Edwards smirked, but I say, oh, she smiled, that's not clear, right? So your diction choice matters a lot in making your topic clear. And then, okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and pass out these little baggies for you guys. And you're gonna have time to work in your groups to go over how we're gonna put all of these into their slots. But I wanna tell you guys a little story about when I was in high school. So I am the second born in my family. I have an older brother who is much different than I am. He loved to just mess around a lot in high school. So one day, he and one of his friends got into an altercation. And what could have just been between two people ended up being between the whole school, the community, the police, the campus security. Everyone ended up getting involved, and everyone had something different to say about it. So in these baggies are going to be different speakers, their diction, their purpose, and the consequences of what they said. So do you guys want to go ahead and pull all of your little pieces of paper out of your baggie, and then we are going to organize them into speaker.
So what'd your brother do? That's what I want to know. Well, he got into the fight. That's what. I don't know what the fight was about, but.
Purpose.
The world will never know what the fight was really about.
And so when we're looking for speaker, what do we think we're looking for?
People.
The voice.
Yeah, people.
Who's saying what?
So put all your people in one little category. For diction, what do we think we're looking for?
Worded words.
The word choice, exactly. So you're going to be
Someone saying
looking for
something, yes.
your quotation marks.
Mm-hmm.
For purpose, do you guys remember what the slide said about like what the purpose is going to be? So it's going to be your verbs. So to protect himself is going to be and then your consequences. Do you guys remember the other C word that went along with consequences? It's how a word makes you feel. Connotation. Okay.
Rhymes with connotation.
So that's going to be the outcomes and your connotation. And then we can go ahead and do one of them together, so that way you guys can get the gist of what it's supposed to look like, okay? So can somebody give me one of the speakers that they would want to do? Campus police? Okay, so then go ahead and check out why they would say what they would say. So the campus police, they're going to be looking at him as a criminal, right? Checking out like why would he start this fight. So does anyone have any idea of what the campus police's purpose could be? Or do you guys have them all in your piles yet, or do you guys need a second to go ahead and do those?
Make your piles, you guys.
Okay, how are we doing on piles? Is everything where it's supposed to be? Missing it? That's okay. What do you think their purpose could be out of your purpose pile? Go ahead and read those. Tell me what you think it could be. To incriminate. Okay, so do you see any words on here that could be to incriminate? Exonerate means to prove that he's innocent. So incriminate is close. Do you see this one? So it's actually confusing. That is not what it is. It's indict. So to indict someone is to convict them of a crime. So what do you think the police would be doing? There we go. Okay, I think somebody has the answer as to what our purpose could be.
To invite your brother.
Indict. Wonderful, guys. So that's our purpose. And then we're gonna look at the diction. What would the police call it? Remember, they're in positions of authority, right? So they would be using formal language that they're gonna write on a report. Close. Incident is close to the word. So it's gonna be anything in quotations.
Accidents.
Guys, while you're looking at the word choices, weigh their severity. Like, look at their intensity. Some are more mellow and neutral, and some are more charged, right? That'll help.
Also, I have a little bit of a surprise for you guys. Yeah, you guys are on this. You guys are doing great. So, I think your table has gotten an answer again. Smart. Go ahead and tell it for me. Offense. So offense is going to be our diction. And then, what are the police going to be trying to make the point of their whole thing? What do they want the outcome of their report to be?
You're so pretty, Raven.
It's like instead of denotes, which is like the dictionary definition, connotes is like the deeper implication of things. So connote is the verb form you use when you're trying to like indicate the deeper implication of it. So if I said walk is like our main stem, right? If I said like to move yourself using your lower extremities in a progressive manner, right? That's the denotation. But if we think of all the ways you could walk, if I tiptoed in, what would I be connoting? Like sneakiness, yeah, secrecy, right? If I marched in, what would that connote?
We're talking about the fight.
Yeah, like I'm on a warpath, right? Okay, so that's what connoting is doing.
So trying to convict him of a crime. What would like the consequence be that they were trying to aim for? Remember, they're going to be looking at So do you want to say what your answer was? Yeah, did you guys hear that? What she ended up coming up with the consequence? Was that it suggests criminality. Because the police are going to be trying to get him for a crime, for starting the fight, right? Okay, so do you guys get the gist of how this is going to look?
Yeah.
And then I've heard about these golden cappies that you guys value so much and that they're worth so many points. So the table that finishes all of these correctly and uploads it to their Canvas first, that table's going to win golden cappies, okay?
Is it just one person at the
Guys,
table
just
or everybody at the table?
take a
Everybody
pic
at the
and
table.
run Canvas. Just one per group, okay? Make sure you put your names of your group members in the comment box so I know who to give credit to. You
Yeah.
guys, this one is actual practice credit. It's not wrong or right credit. You get a little bit of practice for being engaged, but you can also compete. Take it to the next level.
Yeah, and everybody's going to get points in their Canvas no matter what. So it's just the winners are going to win the golden cappies. So. And if you guys have questions, feel free to ask.
It's like to ignite the need awareness action. Trigger with one, trigger it with one,
Oh, wait, okay.
And like I said, then if you guys have questions, feel free to ask.
To maintain professional order and to reduce liability.
You're going to ultimately be, or is it going to be the teacher?
Well, is there even like a physical way of accommodation?
Put it around, around here. And then we'll.
Are you? Wow, do you do graphic design or just drawing? Animation, that's awesome. Do you have Do you know where you want to go?
You also get to try all the
Well, that's awesome. Definitely get. Did you guys have a question? Okay, we're done.
Yeah.
one player's name, right? So, did you guys have this one down? So that's gonna be and then to that, that's okay. And then, do you guys remember what we said? There's actually savings.
Purpose would be to just keep them in this one. Because they don't want to send them.
You're right. So it's in the right order? Okay, I'll do that. And then do you guys remember what the alternate was? Yeah, so you guys got one of them down. Are you getting the gist of it? No, so you're gonna pull from all of your speakers that you've already set aside. All people who are saying, you're gonna come up with what they would say, or why they would say it, what they would say, and then the outcome. Well, you're supposed to be able to connect all of these.
Guys, let's do a little diction analysis ourselves, just really quickly. What's the difference between a hostile witness and an inflammatory witness? Yeah, what do you think, Alexander?
I'd say an inflammatory witness is just doing this to get attention and mainly to focus on like being dramatizing both sides to make it seem out of proportion.
For sure, you guys. A hostile witness just doesn't like my brother, right? An inflammatory witness is enjoying playing both sides against each other, and they're sensationalizing, right? I might have just given you an answer. You're welcome.
And that even works in with connotation, because when you think of an inflammatory witness, you're thinking of someone like riling everyone up, right?
Yeah, I'm playing.
If you get it all right.
I already know all the answers. I'm just trying to test myself and see if I made you think about it.
Oh, yeah.
If Miss Rife made you think about it.
So basically, this one
Oh, they could have just said person.
the parents, this is a crime.
Which one is
It's to get them charged.
So the other kid always wanted.
So I don't think the teacher would have said. Do you guys have any questions? Are we still doing okay? You gonna check some of them?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
You're so cute. Okay, so parents to discipline, embarrassment,
Make him do the talking.
Okay. Well, that one's good.
I gave away 2 answers just now.
That's okay.
It's too easy to give away answers.
We're not sure about.
Which ones do you feel like you're really not sure?
The other kid and
Okay, inflammatory witness.
Okay, so this is a good word, right? Are there any words that you think are more like gonna really rile people? Because then it's like, okay, so I don't know. Rushing, violence, and picking okay, so again, there's an online or related attack. Is there anything? Great job, guys. Okay, and then which other one did you say you had? Hostile witness? Other kiddo? Okay.
Inflammatory means they're just there to
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
get things going.
Okay, so if I came up
They're having fun playing both sides.
and I was like, not scared I was gonna come back and do it again, what would you be doing? This is like a great idea, but is there any other ones that we think maybe he's like, okay, so I don't want this kid to come back, so I'm not gonna let him run around.
misunderstandings
So,
right
you
now.
switch this one around? Sorry.
Maybe
Trying to get up. So,
one.
this is close. Nothing, I think.
Yes, I feel like this.
No, so you're gonna switch from that, right? And then, this one, then you can work on it a little bit more. So whether or not I'm gonna come back around and just check that one out with you more. Remember, he's trying to just like put it off like yeah, like that.
I think I found some embarrassment.
Okay.
That
So
was
this is it
like-
here, you guys. Do you want me to check any of them? Have you any questions about it? Or are you feeling great? Feeling confident? Okay. Okay. Do you want me to check them? Do you guys do that on purpose? Like when you get finished, I can check them. Finished? Yeah, that would be great. So you guys are on the okay. Yeah. So is it okay? Yeah. Okay. So this is
Why would you say
right.
white?
Earlier she said which name, and be like, oh, right? Do you think he's gonna call it, oh, I attacked somebody?
Maybe multiple colors.
That's close. Good job. And then, is he
Or
gonna
is the
want?
brother the one
He
who
does
did
maybe.
it? Otherwise, they're probably.
I'm also because the client doesn't get it.
The person
I'll set this one off to the side.
Close.
Misunderstanding, I wanna say this.
Because if you have a friend and you don't want to get in trouble, you want to be innocent, right? So what are you thinking? Oh,
No, I don't, but I would like it.
To defend participants, to utilize the acts.
I don't really need it.
Maintain the principal order and reduce liability. This is something we want to do.
That's what I'm saying. I might switch things too. So parents,
I need
this
it.
is great. Well, yeah, but parents probably aren't going to think that you're innocent. If you come home and you get in a fight, what are your parents going to say? Did you win? Okay. Close. Not quite, but what did you do? Yeah, so they're gonna be like, why did you do that? They're gonna be just
We've had our hand up for
so
way
which of
longer
the
than
like
that.
diction words do you feel?
Way.
Yes. So they're gonna be, you just feel.
Never thought I'd see the day
That's
I got
what
it.
It's.
I got them for
I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Really?
but like, it's only
So
been
that's
like
the
500.
And then, what do you think they're trying to do? If you're in trouble, you get grounded, what are you?
Suggest less responsibility. What's the thing that suggests less
I think so.
responsibility?
I got it mine on Amazon though.
Because the snow now is gonna.
And then what are they
This is the only
trying?
cover that they had for like
What do
service.
you think?
It's liability.
If your parents come up to you like you are disappointed or you're embarrassed, what do you think?
Well, suggest that to reduce liability would be to suggest less responsibility.
Yeah.
And then the news. So the news is over here and they're like, oh, these kids are getting into fights and this
Scratch your
really
itch,
going
which I
on.
can't imagine
What
her
do you
not.
think this is?
If she doesn't, then I'll talk to her,
Close.
okay?
Yeah, so a trend.
Yeah, I still
This
had
is
it.
fit into accident.
And you think the news would use that word, because that would Garland was. But, so, what do you think they're trying, what are they trying to do?
We were the first one
I think
She
I'm
got
really
shoes.
all saying, I want to talk to you because I want to, I'm curious, what's the best in my life?
I don't know.
I still, oh, sorry, yeah, sorry. No, I still don't like the way it
So they're not trying to do so, they're trying to, hey, this is happening a lot, and it's really happening.
Like this is connotation.
Yeah, they're trying to.
Oh my.
And so then why would they, like, that's gonna be the consequence. What is gonna be, okay.
You can do it, no, you're close.
I think it's like, yeah,
What does that even mean?
What is the new look to So that's gonna be your dish, that's gonna be a word, yeah, remember, it's really interpretation. What is it?
I'm getting really excited that you guys really understand what we're doing.
Yeah, great job. You're not good.
Oh,
She said, yeah, you got it. You figured it out.
Maybe. I don't know, my friend
So
said
then, okay, guys,
and
This is what I
she
was
was
thinking. She came over.
this is for you, and that's all she said. So I don't know yet. She has a tattoo. Ooh, I like these.
Yeah, remember, this is gonna be what is being happened.
I'm just on the fourth one. I'm just getting excited as we go. Yeah, we have a couple of things.
Yeah, so exonerate is when you want to be so if you're
I was gonna do it yesterday, but then I was like, no, it's a candy day and people are gonna feel like,
Oh, so much candy. And then we had a party at my sister's.
and that was
see, this is why I didn't do donuts,
I
man.
had 3 pieces of
What I
donuts.
want to do is, because I'm pretty sure
That's so cute.
Okay, you've got a couple of.
You guys want me to check 'em?
Yeah, hang on. Miss Edwards, love ya, but like, get out of here, man.
Let's check it out.
I'm out.
So we've got campus police. We've already talked to the parents.
Yeah, but
either
because
shows
you
that's
don't know,
might
you
be negative, so we probably have
Oh,
more
it's
things
out.
yeah, because like you're trying to blame the other.
looking at the other options, they don't entirely seem.
Yeah, attack.
Yeah, like, yeah, it was definitely gonna want some of the.
Okay.
You guys, what you're doing is so good right now. You have like one that you place on the board that's wrong, everything else looks really good.
We gotta keep it next second. Okay. So go ahead, check this out again. But you guys are figuring it out.
It might be more obvious which one is not wrong, but everything else is really good. Great big moves, don't make huge moves, don't scramble.
You hate her, so you're hostile. You want her to be
Because if he says one,
So it sounds like these.
Can't stand each other.
Yeah, that's my brother.
Are you guys trying to use this sort of thing?
Yeah,
Like,
Might want to X.
and a witness is
Part
involved.
two. So the hostile. We just said, if you hate her, you don't want her. Okay, we'll give it to Darcy.
You just have dude fingers.
And your fingers is crazy.
She's better.
Yeah, that's totally
You're brutal.
It was named after.
I'm not gonna call when she did not
Named after a girl.
Bro, that just seems weird. That just seems weird.
Imagine that could.
I asked that question.
Yeah,
Word. But I think you were right. Google was so that is a lot more like, I don't know, like you're so over the top for 90 days, kind of like losing my mind.
You got
I woke up today and I cried.
What's it? How do you spell it?
You don't want to walk around, you don't want to have that much. I don't have PPAT. I don't have PPAT.
Those all someone pushing or fall
It's a
apart.
little like, oh yeah, so hostile is definitely on it. What do we know? Okay, so you guys are like doing really great. Just working on it. Okay.
This table would love for you to point at some things for them. You're ready.
Gotcha. Which one do you feel like you really have no idea?
What did she say?
She said we should switch a couple things around.
With diction purpose.
Yes, and we did.
Look at that.
Is this state resolution? It must be like
Can I see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's not.
With the brothers.
No, I have maybe a couple of blow pops, not enough for the class. If you happen to stop by or be walking by a brewery and grab one, and I have those.
Why did you remove
Yeah, I know, me.
The brothers can make it
That is
It's actually really a comfortable way to lean right now. It feels so good, I know. Okay, I'll like.
I thought I could bend it.
No, I know this. I know this.
Do it.
But I
hate whenever she does
Oh, he didn't do that.
I used to be able to like move my, I used to be able to move my knuckles back and forth. It's hard Wait, what?
Okay, you have two purposes that need to be flip-flopped.
Okay.
And that's it?
Okay, and that's it?
That's what you need to work on right now. She'll tell you if that's it, but that's what you need to work on.
You saw a fight.
I am bluffing. I was
Just
trying to get back to do who said my name is Bean? Technically,
Kids fighting, would you prevent it?
would I prevent their discipline? I don't know. I'm kind of a sympathetic person. I know something's going on.
Maybe the active answered one of his
I'm
own.
more on the side of
And the
the
teacher was on
Two full
defense.
copies of
Neutralize,
Yes.
Yes.
Switch those. And then we are good.
They gave me much more credit than
She didn't give us
when
notice.
I was tougher and when I
Yeah, she
told
did.
them to break up.
When you weren't here for like a week.
I don't know.
It's okay, again, I didn't turn in my
I'm
work
like,
at new
okay,
ones.
maybe something really is going on.
I remember in middle school,
I wasn't here for 3 years.
No, I got it.
Good job,
Both of
Logan.
them. Both of
They
them.
get so upset when they're done.
Because you did
I don't
something.
know, that's how I
Just
feel
to
about
get
it.
Like,
You might have that mental teacher hates life.
Dude, I'm sorry. Y'all just like
Raise yours.
Y'all
They're gonna decide.
I was trying to, but like I'm like always like
No, no, we don't include you because whenever we try to.
Because y'all think I'm
Okay, but like the diction, but like.
Yeah.
No, because y'all think I'm stupid.
Well,
act like
you
you're
did
stupid.
eat candy to the point of barfing yesterday.
Yeah, 4 times.
Okay, well,
Stupid.
that's just like.
What happened though? How'd you get to there? How'd you get to
Just
that?
a
Well,
little
it's not
special.
like
Is all.
I was like chilling, but then like I woke up 4 times. Okay, that's
You
crazy.
cannot
Stop.
multitask.
No. Yes, I can.
Are you sure? Because I've had to tell you raise your hand 4 times.
I'll do it, that way he can.
No, I got
You
it. I
know,
got
take
it.
turns to recirculation.
I never seen those words.
Yes, you do. What do you say, bro?
Nuh-uh.
What's the one
Oh,
Oh, look at that.
She just said,
Why are you doing
other,
my
like, tips.
No, I'm not extending her fingers.
She also mentioned that this was
Yeah, he's
one
like-
of his friends that he got his altercation with.
It's interesting to study.
That's nice. That's something that you can do on your own, but that's not something I would be.
Guys, I think you probably should
Yeah,
not
no,
be using
no.
phones, right? No phones right now.
I'm in
Unless you're taking a
the
photo to submit.
Nothing happened.
Understood.
Okay, Brian, pass
Should we
it.
submit it right now anyway? Like, submit the thing?
No.
He wants to-
Oh.
I'll multitask. I'll
Okay,
multitask.
let me just see.
he wants to-
It's alright. We gotta get the golden cappy type beat.
I think that's right.
Stop.
What did we call them? I don't have any.
You talk like a freaking TikTok.
So, there you go.
No, I actually do kind of this off, but I keep on
And
saying.
then this.
Okay. Alright, that's okay. Okay.
Oh,
Miss Edwards said we had a couple things.
The ad-libs. We got things we can talk about.
Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna check, you guys tell me what it is. So campus police, what was their purpose?
Wait, we're really flipped around.
Okay, I'm gonna misspell.
Campus police consists to
Okay. And then what was stitches? Very good. That's great.
this is your dude.
Good. So do you have incident or resolution?
Incident.
Okay. Good job.
Why? What is not here?
No.
He's living not here.
They would let me move the paper every that was the in place.
Okay. So I think there's a purpose that we need to check out here. This is good. Good. Some hostile reactions. Sorry guys, I keep getting.
Yes. Okay, us too.
I know. It's my fault.
Let's check out this one again.
I couldn't get more. It was either
Check out. Let's switch those around. Okay, I'll give you guys that one.
He wants to claim it as an attack.
I did. I did.
Agree with these placements?
Brother to parents are playing, can his innocence. Okay, good. Which one did I Sorry. Okay, so the hostile witness wants to incriminate your brother. That's right. And then switch that. There's a purple thing. Okay, so he's not gonna want to provide this.
From himself.
He did. Let's just imagine he did not throw the person out. So who's gonna want to provide your brother? Exactly. And so if you are afraid that my brother is gonna come back and punch you again, by saying it's nothing what you want for yourself.
No, with the purpose in it.
So you guys got it all wrong?
Yes.
Good.
We gotta submit it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Did they get it?
They got it.
Yeah.
They got it too. It's okay, y'all were raising your hands at the same time, so I'll allow two.
I was gone over this roller cappies.
When what? Oh, do you have some for me?
I only have one in my bag, but I'm supposed to have 2 golden cappies because I was with them for both.
Do I have your name on one of them?
I don't know. I think
I've been giving new ones out.
They
I
told
think
me
it's
you
all on
did.
campus.
He does not want my brother.
You get a new card, or you'll get a new stamp color sign.
And then I also don't have the card anymore, but I only used one of the cappies. Like, I checked my bag last night. It's no better.
I may not be able to help with, but that's one of the little ones. I might have a big one down here for you.
I could have just
I
lost
think
it.
I know what I'm gonna use this golden cappy on. I need to do my syllabus quiz. I was
From
absent.
back in the 1800s.
Yeah,
I
you
have it
said,
on
can
my
you
notes.
write me an advisory pass?
You were
and I
here
never
for
got
like the
it.
first 2 days of school.
Yeah, what the heck?
Quite institutional.
You want the syllabus? I have it.
It's on the calendar, or it's on the campus. You just study for it. Zoe, I thought you had a red golden happy.
I have no idea. I just know that whenever I went through my bag last night to do all my homework, I only had one
Come
copy.
entry table.
Why was that my entry?
That is crazy. I have something like that, but it has no, where's my
What's the
sticky?
assignment called? This is film analysis.
I got a cappuccino.
He's not gonna prevent discipline, but he does want to prevent
What?
okay? So we have the professional,
We got,
we're gonna call it
that's crazy.
institutional,
I just looked up.
right? So what, as well as that, like consonant sounds, like, okay,
We got the,
they messed up,
I
but.
think
Let me just.
we made the quiz.
Was it for the Kahoot?
Nuh-uh, it was for, we did like a sign. We were the first to do it.
It was the syntax thing.
Oh, yeah.
I was still trying to say it. That's what I did.
You did actually do it.
It's,
I said okay.
See, his version of the curriculum is just wrong.
Speaker, diction,
Let me just read it.
maintain professional words and
Guys, don't forget to follow through and put it on Canvas, okay?
suggest less.
That's understanding.
She was saying don't forget to follow through.
And then.
Did ya?
Oh, she said one person.
Just one? Oh.
Yeah, one with everybody's names on it.
Oh, the names.
I put the names on
Can I
the
just comment the names on
Did
it?
you turn in the new version or the old
Can
version?
Janet just comment the names with the words?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Suggest less
Turn in the new version?
well, the old version, but Gannis turned in the new one, so it's alright.
One, protect yourself, fight.
Okay, do me a giant favor.
Oh, yours is just
Yes,
zero.
ma'am.
Okay.
It's not gonna be
And so
your
what do you
favorite
think
thing I
that
asked you to
that
do, but I know it was a red one and it's not in any of my like cashed in ones. Will you triple check? And I'll triple check too, okay? You know, when people say, I don't have it, you have it.
You know,
It's not
it's just
really,
COE, right?
it's kinda terrifying.
Okay.
Wait, really?
There's somebody,
Wait, really? Is that
there's
like a
somebody
birth certificate?
in
Yeah.
theater who is
For real, for
ZOE.
real.
Farrell.
That one's fair.
Farrell.
My brother.
There's somebody in theater who's Zoee.
That's disgusting.
Is he the green hair?
Chad. Chad. I heard he actually had a job.
Yeah, I'm so good.
How did you guys do?
I don't
It was
know.
for
I talk like a normal person. I like switch my personality.
Let me hear you talk about my person. Darcy's interviewing you. Go.
You guys make me strong.
Hey guys.
Well, no, I thought it's talking. Oh, I'm like
Okay.
really.
So can everyone go ahead and just take a picture of their boards, and you're gonna upload them with your names to Canvas. One person can just do it, and everyone will get points. The winners of our golden cappies.
I'm willing to give it to two teams
Okay.
because their hands were up at around the same
Yeah.
time.
So, our table right here. Cappy number 1.
I get to do my syllabus quiz. Yay.
Loser. I got a
This
first
is
assignment we
like-
ever had. I had a
Yeah.
25 on the service quiz.
Out of 60? Huh.
No,
I said what?
I'm 1% wise.
Oh. Did you get extra credit? Okay, I was like, it's out of 60?
No, instead of just like answering yes or no, or like putting whatever, I would like explain it. Because there were a couple that was like, okay, that makes sense. So I'm just make sure that take your name.
My name is like
Guys,
strong.
hold on, keep your golden cappies out. Miss Garth is gonna come by and initial those, so we'll remember why you got them.
Okay. Okay, cool.
I thought it was like
Hey, what do you think, you guys? Can I help you think about the deeper implications? Everybody called the fight the same thing, right? Right?
Yeah.
No, everybody had a whole different story within
I
one
put
word
my, I
choice.
put my name on
Okay?
that.
It's not just a fight, it's a lot of these things. That's where I wanna pick up tomorrow when we go into our film again.
What'd you do,
I
baggies?
was like,
I'll put this out.
Can y'all pack up your little,
I think this
board games again? Pack those up, please. After you've taken your picture, of course.
I'd be down.
Wait, can we not take them again though?
Oh my god, wasn't I was supposed to discuss on
Put your names on your golden cappies, y'all. We don't replace them if you lose them.
She looked at that.
I'm gonna put it on
I actually wanted to go.